And isn't it June? The drive from my apartment to the station was just dreamy. No signs of snow here. My journey started with an electric bus that ran through the length of a tunnel through the mountains. I exited the tunnel to Japan's largest dam. It sure was pretty, even in the rainy season. Next, I boarded a cable car. The next station was quite beautiful. There was a garden and an observation deck, but I had the power on, because this wasn't my final stop. Next up was a ropeway. It was a little scary, but really mostly scenic.
Our journey will take around 10 minutes and cover 3.7 kilometers.
And then a trolley bus through another tunnel. Both this trolley bus and the earlier electric bus announced interesting facts about the route along the way. And I finally arrived at my destination. The journey from my starting point took less than an hour, but I didn't do any sightseeing at the dam or garden, which would have been nice. This particular mountain range gets some of the world's highest snowfall. Apparently, the famous snow wall can reach up to the height of a 10-story building some winters. That must be a sight to see. The wall is open for tourism from April to June, and since I came towards the end of the season, the snow was already starting to melt. It was really a sight to see, and I'd highly recommend it. Of course, while hiking, it's important to eat a good meal, so I decided to try some white shrimp at the station's restaurant. Tateyama is the only place in the world with this breed of shrimp. It was quite tasty, although everything else in this meal left much to be desired. Anyway, let's get hiking. It was so beautiful, and quite warm. It felt weird to be walking in snow in June, and to not need my coat. The snow was already melting, and I'm no agile Legolas, so it was a difficult hike. Even a lot of the ground without snow had a lot of rocks. This lake with icebergs was truly beautiful. It reminded me of photos of Iceland. You can't go that way. The volcanic gases are too strong. Here's a station warning you that while you can go this way, the wind could bring gas at any time. It recommends you carry a wet towel for your face. I did not need that towel. Do it for the gram. They're serious about this gas. This pillar has emergency breathing supplies inside. Apparently you can freely ski and snowboard here? That's pretty amazing. I didn't see anyone that day, maybe because the snow was already melting. Gases! Look at that dragon's path. I could swear I was going to find Luke Skywalker at any moment. Steps built into the snow? For the said skiing and snowboarding, perhaps? Haha, look at this trailblazer. Really dreamy scenery. I wanted to get to that building, but going downhill in the melting snow with no walking poles was tricky, so I took to sliding. I then realized I'd have to climb back up, which actually wasn't bad, but it sure was tiring. took a break in this lovely picturesque onsen. It was a nice way to rest my sore joints and bones. On my way back up, I really did need this towel. Let's look at that lake one last time. There's a whole other half of the route that I didn't have time to hike, so maybe I'll come back. But for now, I'll cross one thing off my Japan bucket list, the snow wall.